Good morning, I'm Dr. Wall from Barnesville Chiropractic and Fitness Center, and welcome again to another one of our health and wellness videos. And I'd like to thank everybody for tuning in to our previous videos, and also thank everyone for sending this message on to friends and families. As I've talked about before, if all of us encourage and motivate our friends and family to take on a healthier lifestyle, it's going to change the health of our country. And that's our ultimate goal, is to help everybody lead happy, healthy lives. So our topic today is going to be chiropractic care. So, why should you use chiropractic care as a part of your health care regimen? It's very simple. Chiropractic care is basically that part of the medical field that focuses on natural health and wellness by focusing on the structure and function of the spinal cord. If you take a look at the spine and all that it does, it controls all of our activities throughout the day. Everything that we do, from breathing to moving our arms and shoulders, is controlled by nerve function. So, one of the things we look at from a chiropractic standpoint, and the main premise of chiropractic, is to identify and correct what is called the vertebral subluxation complex. Now, that's basically big words that mean when one or more of the vertebrae in your spine are out of position, it will cause abnormal pressure onto the structures that are controlled in those areas. Now, we have 7 vertebrae in our neck, we have 12 in our mid-back, and 5 in our low back, plus our pelvis. Anytime one of those joint complexes are out of position, it has the potential to cause a health problem, and in some cases even signs and symptoms. Now, when I talk about signs and symptoms, we're going to talk about what that means. Many of you right now are dealing with health problems, whether it be a back pain, a headache, heartburn, cardiovascular problems, known health problems. And many of you are also dealing with unknown health problems. And what I mean by that is, there are many of you that have a health condition right now that you do not have any signs or symptoms for. Now, the problem with that is that in our society, typically we don't think we are unhealthy unless we actually have a pain or a problem. When do most people go into their primary care physician or present to my office? They come in when they have a problem. And that unfortunately leads us to believe that when we are pain-free, we're healthy. Well, the primary example of that is someone that has a heart attack. If someone has a heart attack today and dies, unfortunately that does happen quite often. If you ask them last week, do you feel healthy? Most of them would say yes, because they weren't having any pain. So the underlying problems that we have always come back to haunt us if we don't take care of them on a regular basis. So back to chiropractic care and how it can help you. From a chiropractic standpoint, when you go in to see your chiropractic physician, what they're going to do is they're going to evaluate your spine as well as your extremities for any subluxation complexes. All that means is that when a vertebra or a joint gets slightly out of position, it causes an increased pressure on the structures of the spine as well as the muscles surrounding it. So very simply, when that happens, you can have, if it's in your low back, you can have some back pain and some muscle spasms. If it's in your neck, you can have neck pain, neck soreness, or even causing headaches. But what also happens is when it starts to put pressure onto the nerve, it can give problems where that nerve controls. Now, the classic example of that is someone that has sciatic pain. The low back vertebrae gets out of position from repetitive activity or an injury, and then what happens is it puts pressure onto the nerve. That nerve causes pain that runs down the back of your leg. It can be numbness, tingling, or pain. Now, how a chiropractor corrects those conditions is we identify where that vertebrae is out of position, and we give a slight controlled motion of pushing that back into position, and that restores the normal motion in the joint, but also puts it back in proper alignment, helping that joint complex function better and everything that it controls function better. So what happens also is when those muscles are spasmed and irritated, shortly after the treatment, a person will start to slowly slide back out of position because the muscles are pulling them back out. That's why when you go in for chiropractic care, typically you're going to be set up for a series of treatments to help restore the normal mobility in the joint, the proper alignment, and help with the structure getting stronger. It's very much like if the person decides to get in shape. Most people, when they decide to get in shape, don't go to the gym and exercise one time and expect to see physical changes with their body. They go on a regular basis for a set period of time and they start to see physical change. Typically, you go through and do a series of small manipulations of the joint into position, and it restores the normal motion. And then in our office, we give our patients multiple exercises and stretches to complement that so the muscles are working correctly around the joint to stabilize. We're going to talk about posture and balance in further videos, but by correcting the entire problem rather than just taking away the pain, you're making the person healthier. Every one of these nerves not only controls muscle function, joint function, but it also controls organ function. Many times people come in our office and after getting adjusted in their mid-back will comment that their heartburn is less severe and less frequent. And we see that all the time in many different areas of the spine. So, how do you present to a chiropractor? Just like you do when most people go to their doctor. Unfortunately, a lot of people go when they have pain. But that gives us the opportunity to correct the health problem that is going on without the use of prescription drugs or surgery, naturally getting them healthier, and in the meantime, talking to them about stretches, exercises, eating healthier, exercising, complementing all these things so we can change people's health, not just take away the pain. So if you're ready to make a change in your life and incorporate something that's going to make a huge difference in how healthy you are and how healthy you feel, think about calling a chiropractic office in your area to discuss how they can help you with restoring your normal health and wellness. Thank you again for passing this on to all your friends and family, and with everyone's help we can become healthier as a society, and I invite you to look forward to our future videos on a weekly basis. Have a great day.